Welcome back to another episode of the Goated Dozen, the show where we count down the 12 greatest athletes of all time, one sport at a time. Today, we're hitting the ice to break down the top 12 NHL players ever. These are the legends who redefined the game, dominated their eras, and left legacies that still shape hockey today. So, lace up the skates, grab your stick, and let's drop the puck. Number 12, Martin Brodeur. The winningest goaltender in NHL history, with 691 wins and 3 Stanley Cups. Brodeur wasn't just a brick wall in net, he changed the position. His puck-handling skills turned him into a third defenseman.
Moving on in, diving play made by Brodeur!
Starting breakouts and controlling the pace of games. He racked up 4 Vezina trophies and became the standard for goaltending excellence. At number 11, it's Sidney Crosby. From Sid the Kid, one of the most complete players the game has ever seen. Crosby has 3 Stanley Cups, 2 Hart trophies, and 2 Conn Smythe Awards. And of course, he gave Team Canada the ultimate highlight with the golden goal at the 2010 Olympics.
Crosby scores!
Crosby's leadership, skill, and two-way dominance put him firmly among the all-time greats. Number 10, Patrick Roy. Clutch doesn't even begin to describe him. Roy won 4 Stanley Cups and 3 Conn Smythe trophies as playoff MVP.
That was blatant. That looks even worse. He just rolled right over him without any attempt.
He popularized the butterfly style, revolutionizing goaltending forever. And when the stakes were highest, Roy always seemed to come up with the save. That's why he's considered the most clutch goalie in NHL history. At number 9, G. Lafleur, known simply as the Flower. Lafleur was the face of the Canadiens dynasty in the 1970s. He captured 5 Stanley Cups, 3 Art Ross scoring titles, and 2 MVPs. With his flowing hair and electrifying rushes, he was as much a cultural icon.
From the Quebec Ramparts, Guy Lafleur.
As he was a hockey star. Number 8, Maurice "Rocket" Richard. The first player to ever score 50 goals in 50 games, and the first to hit 500 career goals.
It's over. The Canadiens win 3-2. The Montreal fans who may be used to the Rockets' clutch performances are far from tired of
Richard wasn't just a superstar. He was a symbol of pride for Quebec. His fiery play on the ice and the Richard riot off it made him much more than a hockey player. He became a hero. At number 7, Mark Messier, the ultimate leader. 6 Stanley Cups, 2 Hart trophies, and 1 unforgettable guarantee. In the 1994 playoffs, Messier promised the Rangers would win Game 6, then went out and scored a hat trick to back it up.
You're looking at a superb hockey machine. The Edmonton Oilers have won it again.
This is what it takes to win the Stanley Cup. 12 stitches in the head.
Messier's toughness, leadership, and clutch performances made him one of hockey's greatest captains. Number 6, Jaromir Jagr. The Czech legend played in the NHL across 4 different decades, piling up 766 goals and 1,921 points, second only to Wayne Gretzky.
Jagr with a head of steam down the left side. The big youngster, look at the move, cuts in, it completes the play. It's tied 6-6. Oh boy, what a talent. Everybody in the league loves to watch.
Jagr won 2 Stanley Cups, a Hart Trophy, and 5 scoring titles. His combination of strength, skill, and sheer longevity made him one of the most complete players ever. Even into his 40s, Jagr was producing at an elite level, proving he was built for greatness. Number 5, Jean Béliveau. If elegance had a name in hockey, it would be Béliveau. The Canadiens legend won an incredible 10 Stanley Cups as a player, and later added 7 more as an executive.
Ooh, number 14, left wing to Henri Richard. Henri Richard is in. He scored.
He was dominant on the ice with his size, scoring touch, and leadership, but it was his class and sportsmanship that made him beloved in Montreal and beyond. Béliveau was the ultimate franchise cornerstone, and one of the true gentlemen of the game. At number 4, Bobby Orr. Orr didn't just play defense, he redefined it. He was the first defenseman to truly dominate offensively, winning 8 straight Norris trophies as the league's best blue liner. He's also the only defenseman to ever lead the league in scoring. And of course, his 1970 flying goal in overtime became one of the most iconic images in sports history. Though injuries cut his career short, Orr's impact on how the game is played will last forever. Number 3 is Gordie Howe, Mr. Hockey. Howe played professional hockey across 5 decades, racking up 801 goals, 1,850 points, 6 MVPs, and 4 Stanley Cups. He was the ultimate all-around player, skilled enough to score, strong enough to hit, and tough enough to fight. That's where the term Gordie Howe hat trick comes from. A goal, an assist, and a fight in one game. Howe's longevity and dominance made him the blueprint for hockey greatness. At number 2, Mario Lemieux. Standing 6'4" with the reach of a giant and the touch of a magician, Lemieux was nearly unstoppable. He scored goals in every imaginable way. Coast-to-coast rushes, highlight reel dekes, even one-handed while falling to the ice. Despite battling chronic back injuries and even cancer, he still captured 2 Stanley Cups, 3 Hart trophies, and 6 scoring titles. In 1992, he missed 2 months after surgery for Hodgkin's lymphoma, and on the very same day as his last radiation treatment, he suited up in Pittsburgh, scored a goal, and led the league in points by season's end. Lemieux's dominance was breathtaking. If he had been healthy his entire career, many believed the greatest of all-time conversation wouldn't be Gretzky versus anyone. It would simply be Lemieux. And finally, at number 1, Wayne Gretzky, the most dominant statistical athlete in sports history. Gretzky holds nearly every scoring record imaginable: 894 goals, 1,963 assists, 2,857 points. If you took away every single goal he ever scored, he would still sit atop the all-time scoring list just from his assists. He won 4 Stanley Cups, 9 MVPs, and 10 scoring titles, but his impact reached beyond numbers. Gretzky's trade to Los Angeles in 1988 brought hockey to new audiences and grew the game across the United States. When you talk about records that will never be broken, you're talking about Gretzky's. He wasn't just the best hockey player of all time. He's one of the greatest athletes in the history of sports. There's greatness, and then there's Gretzky. And that's our list of the top 12 NHL players of all time. Do you agree with our GOATed dozen? Or did your favorite legend get snubbed? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button and notification bell, and make sure to subscribe for more all-time greats across every sport. Next week, all-time NFL running backs. Until next time, keep chasing greatness.